Aman, and I am a student of astrology for past couple of years, and I have been practicing astrology and guiding people based on the horoscope readings and giving them the guidance, and have been getting good feedback from the people that the readings they have taken from me have really helped them and added value to their lives. So today, the agenda of today's video is basically to share a typical, very interesting case of a marital dispute and how the horoscopes are analyzed. What were those challenges across the entire journey of this horoscope analysis for this particular case? I am going to present this case in front of you and will showcase that how astrology really helps in safeguarding, in guiding us, and help us really to save us from the upcoming challenges that otherwise we are really not able to foresee. So, without wasting much time, I'll share my screen and go through the cases, the horoscopes of this particular case one by one. The background of this case is that there was a marital dispute between one couple, and the lady approached me to get the consultation, and she provided her birth details. I analyzed the chart. Then she gave the birth details of her husband, and that's the point from where the case becomes quite interesting. So we'll see along the journey. Without wasting much time, I'll just share my screen and take it from there. So here it goes. Well, so this is the horoscope of the lady. This is Libra ascendant horoscope rising at 15 degrees 17 minutes, and it's quite evident that the issue basically lies here where when we see that the Mars, which is the seventh lord, is on the Rahu Ketu axis, placed in the eighth house. Now, in astrology, I mean, we basically, as you know, some of you know that we look at various houses, various signs, various planets, and based on the influences of planets on each other or the houses, based on the functional malefic or functional benefic planets, we find out how the planets are operating and what the issue they are going to, the person is going to face in the life. So, in this particular case, we can clearly see that here Ketu is affecting Mars. Now, Mars is the prime significator for life partner for this lady, and the male signifying the planet that signifies males in the life, Jupiter, that is also quite weak in 1 degree, and its dispositor Mars is placed in the eighth house. So, marital issues are quite evident, and moreover, she has started running into the Mars main dasha starting March 2017, and she reported that 2017 is the time frame when really the things had turned ugly, and they had almost fight almost every day on petty issues. So this was the case. This was the horoscope of the lady. So that gave the confidence that okay, there are issues in the horoscope. So marital issues are quite evident from this chart. Now then she gave the birth details of the horoscope, and I have marked it the wrong timing because when we are given the birth timings, birth details, first of all, we have to check whether the chart is responding for the particular event or not. Now, in this particular case, when the Aquarius rising sign is there, and we see that 16 degrees 51 minutes is the ascendant, and Moon is quite close to the most effective point, and Moon being the Lord of House of Disputes, placed in the seventh house, this somehow signifies marital issues, whereas we see that the 11th Lord Jupiter is quite strong and well placed and residing very close to the MEP and influencing 11th and 5th house and 9th house and ascendant. Whereas no such events or the no such traits are there into the husband life. I mean, if the 11th Lord is such a strong planet, if it's such a strong thing is there in the chart for the 11th house, there should be quite handsome income for the person, and he should be well educated, because Jupiter being the lord of wisdom and education placed in the fifth house clearly signifies this one particular aspect, and this person is a school dropout. He couldn't even complete his basic education properly without any breaks, and not earning well. Wherever he joins, maybe say he said that maybe within 2 to 3 years or 1.5 year, 2 years time frame, he loses his job or the company just shuts down. So this particular trade doesn't match with this chart, and then I said that okay, because the chart is not responding, we may have to discontinue looking at this chart, or you just find out what's the correct timing of this particular person. So she went back and then she called up after a couple of hours, and then she gave that okay, sorry, the timing was not 12:10 a.m. No, it is 12:10 p.m. So you see, the difference of 12 hours just makes the chart opposite. It was Aquarius ascendant, now this is Leo ascendant. Now, in this particular chart also, we see that okay, Moon is placed in the ascendant at 5 degrees orbit of the MVP, and 7th Lord is placed in the ascendant, Saturn, weak by degrees, but as such, there is no influence, malefic influence on the seventh house or the second house. It's just that the planets are weak. Second lord is weak by degrees as well as in the state of combustion. Male planets are weak, but this doesn't signify that there could be such a drastic events happening with respect to marriage. And he is into the Rahu main period right now, and if you look at the transit, Rahu itself is not causing any issue in transit to natal or natal transit. So, and moreover, again, Jupiter being the fifth lord placed in 11th house doesn't signify that the person is going to earn well or he is quite educated. And that particular aspect forced me to say, you know, this time is also not doesn't seem to be correct that the chart responds to the event. No, that's not the case. And because we have seen in the previous case also, because the timings were 12 hours away. So when we see that there is a difference in the timing, we know that okay, there is some issue with the time. And that's when I made a particular mail analysis request chart. So this was the time when she actually called me up to send a request that please analyze the chart of my husband. So this is the time when she called up. So I made a Prashna chart from this particular time, and I could clearly see that okay, the query is basically for the continuity of marriage, because for the Prashna chart we have to see where the moon is placed. Now moon is placed in the 8th house, and Dasha Lord Sun is also being the 8th Lord placed in the 7th house, so something to do with continuity of marriage and the life partner. And because the Antardasha Lord in this case for the Prashna chart was Mars, which is the domestic harmony significator and well placed in the 3rd house, so this kind of gave me a clue that there is not going to be a divorce. So the petition that whatever they have filed would be revoked, and they will definitely be in a position to patch up, and they should live happily. And then by that time, because the husband's timings were not correct, I could not proceed further to give them a proper remedies. And then that was the time that I thought that why not I find out by looking at the Prashna chart of the current moment of the time of judgment. So I made another Prashna chart at the time when I was checking the horoscopes, and again I found that okay, now the moon is placed in the 11th house, the fulfillment of desires, and its lord is placed in the 8th house, Mercury. So again, continuity of marriage is in question, and Dasha is also of running of moon. However, Saturn is placed in the 3rd house. Now, 3rd house being the significator of communication, and Saturn being the significator of say uh, hidden traits or something like that, and that actually triggered the point that okay, maybe there is something wrong or something hidden in the birth chart. Just after I concluded this chart, just after half an hour of this chart analysis, she provided the other birth timing, that the chart seems to be, the birth seems to be at 3:16 p.m. in the afternoon at Chamba. So when I made this particular chart, things got quite clear, because here we can clearly see that 11th Lord Sun is placed in the 8th house, afflicted by Mercury, which is the 12th Lord, most malefic planet. 7th Lord Mars is placed in 11th house and its dispositor is weak and afflicted. So, quite evident there will be marital issues. Ascendant Lord itself is weak. Its Lord again is connected to the 11th and then to the 8th. So when the 11th house or the 11th Lord is in such a weak and afflicted state, definitely person is not going to earn well. He definitely will be having problems into the income area. Now, 5th Lord Saturn again is in the state of infancy. It is weak. And again, its dispositor is common Sun placed in 8th house afflicted by Mercury. These traits simply show that he will not be able to study well, he will not be able to earn well. Now again, third lord, Jupiter being well placed and strong signifies that the person should have good communication. He will be able to convince other people. He would be a good preacher, good teacher. So all these traits are there in this particular gentleman, and that's why I took this particular chart as the correct timing, as the correct chart for this gentleman, and the remedies prescribed to him was just two remedies, that he must perform the charities for Rahu, Ketu, and Mercury, because Mercury, being the most malefic planet and it is afflicting Sun very closely, and remedies of Rahu, Ketu, because they are quite close to the most effective point of the horoscope. 5 degrees being the ascendant, and Rahu degree and Ketu degrees are 8 degrees, so they are quite closer to the MEP. Now, in addition to these charities, the strengthening measures of Sun were also suggested, that the person should wear a good and high quality ruby, because doing that will actually strengthen Sun, and Sun being the dispositor of Saturn, Mars, Moon will also give some strength to these three planets as well. He is into the Dasha of Rahu, Venus as of now. So, one stone for Venus was also suggested, that is natural zircon or sphatic mala. So he could wear that, and after that, Sun's sub period will come, it will be covered by ruby. Then Moon will come, will be covered by ruby, because Sun will give strength to the Moon, because Moon is placed in the house of Sun. So after that, Mars comes. Mars is also placed in the 11th house. So just strengthening one particular planet would strengthen his four planets. And after that, Jupiter's main period will start, and by that time, Jupiter must be transiting into the 9th house as well. This is, I think, the transit of 2026, when the Jupiter's main period starts. So definitely he is going to have some positive times coming around, and the lady should think about patching up with the person and should not file the petition, and that's the suggestion that was given to the people. And when they started performing the remedies, now this is the beauty of astrology, and this is how this really helps us in the lives. They started performing the remedies a couple of weeks back, and few days back I have got a feedback that now the petition has been revoked. They are not going ahead with that petition. They are not going for the divorce. They have decided to continue to live together. That's a good news. I would say, I mean, the astrology here has really helped safeguarding one particular family, especially the future of the child. So this is how the case studies are basically taken up with the clients, and the horoscopes are analyzed in detail till the time I am not satisfied that okay, the past events are matching up with the chart. There is no point in going ahead. And I am very thankful to Professor V.K. Chaudhary, my Guruji, from whom I have learnt astrology all these years, and I follow the system he has propounded. It's called Systems Approach to Vedic Astrology. This is a part of Vedic astrology. This is Vedic astrology, whereas the contradictions have been removed by Professor Chaudhary, and he has made a couple of formulas or the sutras that when we apply those formulas into any number of horoscopes, we get the same result. So the astrology really has become easy for the system approach astrologers. So the terminology I have used while explaining the horoscope, like most effective point or the functional nature of the planet or the moon trigona sign. So all these things, I mean, are basically from Vedic astrology, but the principles that the system approach astrologers really follow are a little bit different. Now, in this particular horoscope, the particular remedy for strengthening majors of sun, this kind of maybe baffle couple of classical followers that why the strengthening major of sun is prescribed, because for a Libra ascendant people, 11th house becomes the Badak Sthan. Whereas, I mean, if we look at the horoscope in detail, we will clearly find that, okay, the 11th Lord, because was afflicted from most malefic planet Mercury, 12th Lord, and placed in the 8th house. So that's what would give the obstructions to the person, not 11th house being the Badak Sthan. So these are the kind of contradictions which really confuses the other people who strictly follow the classical texts. This is how systems approach really helps us, and a lot of people have been benefited by these kind of suggestions that have been given in the past, and I look forward to serve a lot of other people. The better, the more the people are guided, or the more the people understand astrology, better it will be. So I think I must close this video here because the agenda is met. I think I was able to uh, put across my message that how the case studies are taken up, how the analysis is performed, and till the time we are confident enough that okay, the chart is responding to the events properly. By till the time that stage doesn't come, it doesn't proceed. So I think. You will definitely find some useful information out of this video, and I look forward to your feedback, comments, which you can share with me through email, through WhatsApp, through telephone, whatever way you wish. And I look forward to share more such videos, more such informative videos uh, regarding interesting cases with respect to clients, and the birth details that I have shared in this particular case, I have taken the consent from the people that okay, these can be shared in a video. Your birth details will be kept confidential unless you say okay, these can be shared. So feel safe with respect to the confidentiality aspect of the case studies. So I think that's what I wanted to convey in this video. Thank you very much.